What's going on, everybody? This is Lawrence D. Adams. We are live tonight. Tonight's going to be some serious game drop tonight. See, everybody look at it. They ain't going to realize rejection is part of the game. It is so part of the game. I got my man John over here. We about to go in. Dude, you don't want to miss this. You're going to want to listen to the playback to what we're going to talk about tonight. I see Damon is already in there. What's going on, blood? Yeah, greetings. What's going on, man? Call me a master teacher. Okay, all right. I appreciate that. Yo, it's about to be a banger tonight. You think no one's talking about this. Rejection is part of the game. No, everybody's telling you, oh, everything's gonna be smooth sailing. No. Rejection is part of the game. Then we're gonna flip it. Because I feel the flip gonna come along with it too. So, Jono, what's going on, man?
I'm chilling. Everything is good. I'm hoping you had a great week.
Yeah, got a great week now. Started right today.
Started right. Seeds this week. I made sure a couple of people I knew had some new tools and they're already working in the right direction. So I'm glad I gave some stuff away this week that made their life powerful.
I did the same thing too. I think that was last week. I went into my closet. I had a whole bunch of button-ups. Man, button-ups from back then. I went in there and I was with Gov, and I said, let me get rid of it. I went to the city mission and gave them away, man. Shoes, just gave it away because I realized I was holding on to stuff that I wasn't even using. Right. And if you're not using, you're not gonna make room for what's next. So I just had to make room for what was next. Dude, I was like, you know what? Some more other stuff I need to get rid of. That's coming up in a few. But man, rejection is part of the game. Woo! This is a heavy. This is heavy. And I'm noticing most people ain't ready for this. See, they want John, they want this. They want to, give me the smooth stuff that's going to make me feel good. Don't tell me this. Everybody's going to like. I want everybody to like me. I want her to just say, you're so sexy. Rejection is part of the game. So what you think about this topic? I know I sprung it on you last minute. What's going on, Fly Busy? What you think about this?
As soon as I heard the word rejection, I always, I keep thinking, in a positive realm. So, of course, I had to go to my number one thought. Rejection is a stepping tool. We all got to figure out a way that when something turns us down, whether it's a promotion, whether it's a girl that you're trying to talk to, whether it's a situation where you even ask somebody for something, sometimes they're giving you some good medicine by rejecting you. And what happens is those are stepping stones. You're supposed to learn from those. Those build character. Those give you the opportunity to go back and try to evaluate yourself and see what did I do to really, make my attempt and not get it right. So we could use rejection as a stepping stone.
Woo! Hey, let me say this, man. See, my energy is, man, what I was telling you prior, I had to turn it up. Let me tell you a situation, man. Let me tell you a story. So back in the day, I was trying to holler at this young lady. And it did not go as I thought it was. And she rejected me. I was like, dog, did I just say something wrong? Or was I too corny? What was it with I had hair in? I don't got hair now. I had hair in, and I was like, maybe my hair wasn't right. My fade wasn't tight. What was it? And the rejection sort of stung me for a minute. I was like, dog. And then I realized I stepped away and said, let me just take this rejection. There's somebody else that come along. And I took that rejection as a learning lesson on what I need to do next time when I talk to somebody else. Now, the flip side of the story is years later, guess who come back along? The young lady that rejected me. The same like, I always thought you were nice looking back in school. You haven't changed now. Oh, really? So it was my opportunity to what? I could have rejected her, or I could have taken it from where it was before, go to the next level. Sometimes rejection, let me sip this a little bit. This is probiotics, so don't think it's the bubbly.
Hey, it's all medicine.
Right. Sometimes rejection is just your medicine that you, like you said, is your medicine to get you to where you need to be at. See, even though I was rejected by the young lady, I took it. It made me tougher. Be honest with you, man. It made me tougher because I thought everybody's supposed to like me. Everybody's supposed to agree with me. Everybody was supposed to. Every woman's supposed to think I'm cute. And I had to take the rejection. I don't get my mic in the right place. I had to take the rejection and say, you know what? It made my skin tougher.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of times, guys, we're talking to guys, I'm talking to you, brothers. You got to realize your rejection is there to make your skin tougher for the next situation. Oh my God, everybody want to text me now.
I mean, you're absolutely right. I mean, if you take the rejection and use that to build up a callus, not of negativity, but of positive reinforcement, you could actually use a rejection situation as an opportunity to learn. And that's the thing. We have a bad habit of taking rejection as a personal insult. We're not supposed to get insulted by that. We're supposed to take it and get some information from it. Take it back to the thought process of what got you there in the first place, and then reevaluate, and then come out swinging again. Not every round in the fight is won. I hate to call it a fight because not really a fight, but it's a fight against your mind. You know what I'm saying? You're fighting the inner most feeling to not try again. And what you really need to be doing is thinking about, when is my next opportunity to try again?
Right.
Rejection should be steps taken. Okay, I tried this one way, I tried this another way. I mean, I know when to give up on something. If there's an old term called "don't beat a dead horse," right? The reason why that term exists is because you're not supposed to take, something and try it, the same exact thing, to try and change its results. But at the same time, if you see something that's not working every time, then you do need to try something else, maybe somewhere else. Maybe your attempts are the same, and your rejection is coming from the failure in the same place at the same time. Maybe you got to try something totally different, get a different result, and then use that as a moving forward technique.
Yeah, look what Damon's saying. Failure is the greatest teacher in life. We did a whole thing about failing forward. So you need to definitely go back and listen to that, man. You can go through life and not listen to anyone, but fail enough and reflect on the results that can alter the outcome. You got to go back and listen to what we talked about failing forward. So yeah, man, I'm in that rejection, man. See, dudes be, man, my game is smooth as ice. Anytime you talk to any player, any pimp, anybody who's successful, they have on some level dealt with some level, lived with some level. They dealt with rejection. It's just how you are going to proceed after the rejection.
Absolutely. I think people have, misconstrued the perception of the steps of any project, and when you're trying to get to something that's basically unknown, when you are trying to get to the area where something is basically unequivocally, there's no actual steps that you could actually figure out the destination for it. Some of that stuff is uncharted. A lot of steps we take are uncharted. So you should be thinking in your mind that there's a possibility of rejection, but at the same time, there's also the possibility of success. But if you roll like either one could happen and you have a plan to deal with either one, you're going to be fine. A lot of people can, take the SAT and get that, checked off on the first moment. You know what I'm saying? Some people, they're scoring, 1,500, first time.
Right.
But you know what? if you don't score high, that's pretty much a rejection because you know a lot of colleges are going to reject you.
Right,
What
right,
do? You go back, you have seen. Here's one thing the rejection gives you a check mark that you now have experience in that. It's said statistically that if somebody has failed a test, just the fact that they took it before, they are almost guaranteed to get a better score next time because without studying, I'm not talking about no studying and no nothing, they're going to get a better score the very next time because they have experience, the sheer experience in the test itself. Even if it's multiple choice and different arrangement of answers, or whatever, your mind starts to tune in on the exercise of actually completing that test. And that's the secret right there. You're starting to build some momentum, and then you're going to take that. Now, what you're going to experience is, hey, I can fail this at this again. That's your mind telling you something wrong. Don't listen to you on that. Don't listen to that. Don't listen to that little fear, that fear bug. It's a little filing cabinet in the back of your head. Just close the door. Just close the door and focus on the operation at hand, which is doing this again, not so you can fail, but you can get the results because you already know you're gonna do better.
right. And that's the thing, man. I can't explain how many times I've failed. Say since we talk game, but even in just in life, far as with even in women, I failed many times. Ain't nobody on here gonna talk about that. I failed many times when it comes to some things with handling money. I failed some things with doing with YouTube, some things doing with the blog talk, whatever the case may be. But the thing of it is, I took those situations, allowed them to become learning lessons. A lot of guys don't know this, but it is in your, like you said, it's in the rejection. Is in the rejection is a seed in there. Mm-hmm. That seed is a seed of greatness. Mm-hmm. But you never receive that seed of greatness because you are afraid to get rejected. She didn't take your number. She didn't want to add you on Instagram. She didn't say, don't get me on Facebook. Cool. Take that seed and allow it be a seed of greatness to be a better, so that you can be more than what you need to be. Most guys don't want to take the seed. All they want is the flowers. They want the fruit, but they don't want to take the rejection. Sometimes the rejection leads to, you look at it, sometimes your body may reject a certain medicine that leads to you getting the right medicine so that you can be better.
Absolutely. I like what Damon said. Damon said, what I've learned about rejection is 70 to 80% of the time, it doesn't have to do anything but outside factors. Now, if you believe that that's true, then you know that the attempt was all for just repeating it to another subject. You understand? If we're talking about women, okay, maybe they're having a bad day. Maybe they just didn't want to be bothered. Maybe they on the way out of a relationship. You could talk to them a month or two later, and maybe they be ready for the next situation. You were exactly right, Damon. Now, I learned to take my losses and call them lessons. Okay? I take my losses and I call them lessons. I take my rejections and I call them injections. You know why? Because they're going to inject information into me, and the next time I got to use this information, I will win.
Wow. So take, that's good. Let's galvanize that right there. So you take your rejections as lessons, and then you cause them to be injections. Is that right?
Absolutely.
What's going on, Ted? Oh, my dude, Ted, what's up? Louisiana, baby. Louisiana, baby. What's going on down here in the dirty South in Atlanta now? What's going on? So your rejections turns into lessons that turns into injections to strengthen strengthen your immune system, actually, your immunity to whatever's next.
Exactly. You have to, and that's the thing. All you have to do is just decide that you're going to recognize what is being presented in front of you. The universe is trying to teach you something. You can call it God. You can call it intuition. You can call it your, just your gut feeling. You can call it a lot of things, but you guys understand when you get put in front of a situation and you know something's not going right with it. This is what you could be literally on the verge of rejection. That's the time to take notes. Not because you can fix it at that moment. You may not be able to fix it. This may not be the moment. Okay, you may have bought a drink for somebody, walked over to their table, and they sitting there with their girls, and all of a sudden you can like, oh man, I don't got a wingman, I don't got a diversion tactic, I don't got a way to divert, this girl away from their team. You could already tell they're gonna say something smart to you. At that moment, before you hand them that drink, maybe you want to save it for the next person, or maybe you want to just, sow a seed into that situation, and maybe you might have something coming back to you. Before you do anything, just recognize where the mistake was made right at that moment so that you can correct it next time. It may cost you a drink, it may cost you just to walk away and just not even be bothered, but definitely take a chance at that moment and recognize exactly what you think you did wrong in that moment. And you could either correct it that same night by another attempt. Maybe you could catch that same girl trying to dance on her own and she need a partner. And you jump in and solve that problem. But a single guy walking up to 3 girls might be in big trouble. Especially when you don't know which one's the single one. There's always a single one. There's always the the parallel, sidekick. And then the third one is the married one that can't go out that often, but the husband trusts him with the other 2 girls. You know what I'm saying? So you haven't picked out which one it is. You didn't do enough observation to get rejection yet. So you might get rejected, but you might be the funny guy to come back later and scoop up one of them numbers.
I'm telling you, man, rejection is one of the best teachers that you can have. I cannot emphasize how once you get rejected out of one thing can open the door for something greater. Sometimes you're in a situation too long, relationship, whatever level it is, too long, and you get rejected out of it. Like, wait a minute, but I thought this was supposed to be, you rejected out of it to get you to where you need to be at. Man, you know what I'm about to say, but that rejection was like a rocket to get you to the moon. But you so stuck on being on the earth and being with earthlings that you don't realize the rejection is part of the game. Anybody who's been thoroughly vetted in the game, who has a resume, will tell you that they have went through some level of rejections and they took that rejection and allow it to add to their resume to how thorough they are in the game. I don't care who it is, what they say. You can talk to Bishop Don Juan. He'll tell you, I've been rejected on some level. And he'll have his cup rare just like this. Church. But I'm here to tell you.
Anytime a person is actually a pro at something or considered a pro at something, they've got 10,000 hours in it.
Mm-hmm.
We've heard that many times. The master level of any skill is 10,000 hours. It's not that you're supposed to be rejected by girls for 10,000 hours or rejected by success for 10,000 hours, but trust me, it's a big help along the way. And trust me, a lot of people who think they're the player, a lot of people think that they the man, a lot of people think that they got the best game to spit or whatever. They all built it from failure. They built it from some of the strongest people that had husbands, people that had boyfriends, people that have significant others, people that have fathers that they scared to disappoint, people that got family they scared to disappoint, people that want to put their success in front of a man, people that want to put their career and all of their obligations. You understand there's a lot of stuff against you in that particular situation. It's not just you failing at it. So if you could pick out some of those failed points and maybe divert that conversation when you find out the next time, some of that information is going to be used to actually make you successful the next time. You just got to remember what happened. It's like a memory game, How many cards did you flip over? Okay, I remember when I dealt with that person, I had to really kind of bring up some information about how talented I was in this direction. Some people just want the smartest person in the room. You know what I'm saying? Emit a little intelligence. Talk about some of the stuff that you did in your career, some of the stuff that you're trying to go. Not just try to spit game to try and get at some panties at night. You know what I'm saying? It's really about sizing up what you have to deal with. And the only way you can do that was experience, whether it was successful or not.
Right. And it's through rejection. Look what Pimpin' Shiny, when is Shiny even talked about rejection as well as Rosebud Bitter Dose. Dude, I'm telling you, the top ones tell you. So look, Ricardo up in Canada. Yo, what's going on, bro? What's going on? Good to see you up in Canada. Telling you, man, I don't care. I maybe think of a rap. I don't care who's first and who's last. I know you better. But I'm telling you right now, rejection is part of the game. No one's telling you that. And we're not just talking about, remember, we talk about game. Game is not just predicated to just talking to women. Game is part of just life. You will be rejected. Someone's not going to give you the what you wanted. It's going to make you either you're going to shrink back or you're going to say, you know what, I'm going to get what's mine. When you decide you're going to get what's yours and you're not going to take the rejection as a no, but take it as a way to readjust to get your yes, you will become stronger. You'll become more wiser. You'll become skilled and you become seasoned. See, they don't want you to hear this. Everybody wants to sell you a magic silver pill that's going to make you magically invincible to rejection. Anybody that's thorough, man, anybody that's thorough is going to tell you rejection is part of the game. It's when you are completely honest that you are okay with being rejected and that it may not go your way, you have just matured in the game.
You know, we live in a society where instant gratification is a drug. You know what I'm saying? Our dopamine levels are so high by instant gratification, by videos, Instagram, text messaging, all the other social media outlets and stuff like that. All that stimulation causes us for a whole passion of instant gratification. So when you get rejected from something, you think, oh, well, I could just easily start this other thing here. Maybe. And this is what happens, you know, not just old school, but a lot of times people look at a reevaluation of the past of what they have done wrong so that they can actually see what the results were so they can change their situation. It's not just because you have 1,000 options that you're going to be able to, achieve success out of a rejected situation. You know, I see rejection as the door, somebody trying to slam a door in my face. And it's up to me to grab that door before it closes all the way. You got to do that. You got to actually grab the door. You don't let the door slam. You could, of course, you go to another door, but who's to say when somebody slammed that door in your face that it really wasn't actually supposed to be your time? Maybe you got to grab the door before it slams, put your foot in the door, maybe use your back to push it back open, and then go back and reapproach the situation and see if you can get a win out of it. A W is always better than an L.
Jono, I'm gonna see. I gotta see if they're ready for what I want to say. Social media can hurt your game when you don't utilize it properly. Correct. So let me. Do you think I should share with them how to use rejection? I gotta see in the chat room. Do you think I should share with them how to? Now we're gonna flip it a little bit. I said a flip was gonna come. See, only people who are in here, 23 minutes in, gonna get this, and everybody else who come later gonna be like, oh man, I didn't hear it. You think I should flip it and tell them how to use rejection with women?
I think it's time.
Yeah, y'all. If you want to hear what this game is, so on another level, and I've used it multiple times. If you want to hear this game, you need to put. Let me see what they need to put in the chat room, man. We always talking. Numbers seem to be my theme. So let's put it 8. That's it. Put an 8 in the chat room if you want to see how to flip this rejection on a woman. It's not manipulation. It's just I'm gonna show you how to flip this. Put an 8 in the chat room right now. I know it's a delay about a couple seconds or so. Put an 8 in the chat. I'm putting an 8 because I want to hear what I'm gonna say too. I know what I'm gonna say, but it's gonna be put an 8 in the chat room. Put an 8 in the chat room. You want to hear how to use rejection as part of the game and flip it. Now, everybody want it. Y'all want to hear it? No, we ain't got enough 8s. We only got 3 8s, and I was one included. Put an 8. We got 4 people watching. There should be 2 other people that put an 8 in the chat room. You want to hear how to use this strategic. There we go, Ted. All right, good.
I think before you tell them what
uh,
to do in this situation, I think you got to make them all make a promise to you, because we do see some new faces here, and what I
yeah.
think you do is tell her that if you benefit from what you're about to hear, if you actually know that there's something that you're about to hear that's going to change the situation, and when you hear it and you all agree, I want you to promise next Tuesday that you bring at least one other person back to the stream, because you know it's helping you. Let them get the reinforcement of one of the other videos you've seen, so that they can already be proven that this is some very, very hot news, very, very informative, streaming telecast. And then I want you to tell them to come to the next live so that they can participate. We're trying to build something here. So if you hear what you're about to hear from LDA, that's Lawrence D. Adams, guess what? As soon as he tells you, you're gonna get the trigger, and then you're gonna know what to do. Make sure you bring somebody to this telecast.
So we talk. Y'all hope y'all ready for this, man, because it's sitting right here, and I've done it many times. I know Jono has done it. This right here, this is fire game. This is game you ain't gonna hear anywhere else. You get exclusive, high value. This is not manipulation. It's just what it is. When you let me prep it a little bit. I got to cut the cucumbers, tomatoes, and onions and get it all together. So when you realize that you are a high value man, pay attention. Get your crayons, as Steve the Dean would say, get your crayons and get your pens and papers and trace the dots of what I'm about to tell you. When you realize that you are a high value man, and that you have a standard, because we talked about having a standard, you learn how to, I don't know, man. I haven't that ready.
Are you ready?
Dog, Damon hit the Cash App. Damon hit the Cash App. Damon ready, man. Damon has hit the I just heard my phone then bling, then go up, but Damon hit the Cash App. I just seen it. Dog, Damon, salute to you, bro. Salute to you, because you have now activated for me to share. So when you realize that you I got choked up on it. When you realize that you are a high value man and you know who you are, you'll learn the power, man. I feel like them old preachers. Hold on just 1 minute. You'll learn the power of how to start rejecting women that you want to be with. Think about it. Should I share more, man? I shouldn't share this.
That's a deep one.
So what you do is pay attention to the game that you get in here. Pay attention. Pay. Let me slow down because I'm so excited about it. I want to jump around and do a cartwheel. Damon's like, this is game, man. This is real game.
This is deep. I mean, it's like if there was a player manual, we on chapter 13 already. Like it's like you ain't telling the other stuff first, like open the door, get in the club. No. You tell them nothing. You just went straight to, hey, I like that girl. You know what? Now get out of my face.
Dude, do you understand what I'm saying? When you understand who you are as a man, MAN, 10 toes down. What you do is the girl that you want to be with, or that you you talking about revert, right? Whoa. Right? Talk about reverse engine. You reject the woman that you want to be with. Women, let me tell you the secret. You ain't gonna hear this nowhere else. I promise you. Women, let me whisper because they might hear it. Women don't like rejection.
They hate it worse than us.
They hate rejection. So she's going to fight to get your approval at any cost.
It's true.
So you reject her. You compliment, reject, compliment. Pay attention to the formula I just gave you. You ain't hearing this nowhere else. This ain't no manipulation. Oh, you look good, but you know what? It's really called, and others people call it push pull, whatever the case. But you reject her. Women cannot stand rejection. I don't care what is the two things they can't do. They love attention and they can't stand to be rejected.
Exactly. Well, how come you think on all the social sites or even the dating sites, it's like the women looking for men is like 8 times less? They want the men to do all the searching, which is what it does in most societal situations, and the women are the ones doing all the accepting and rejecting. It's true. It's true.
So you
All those
take
little
it.
players that have learned the right game, they up there rejecting stuff. You know why? Because they putting stuff in the situation. They're like, wait a minute now. I done spent all this time being rejected. I'm just gonna sit here on a perch and I'm gonna go and figure out my own game. Even if I start the conversation, I'm like, oh, you know what? You ain't, it's not, it don't even have to be insulting. It was like, listen, I just want to be honest with you. I don't have time for this. And boom. You know what? That's enough. That's enough to get the curiosity going. You don't have time for this. What you doing on the site then? They start giving you sarcastic. Oh, what? You got a girlfriend? Oh, you got what? Their curiosity starts getting sparked. Once you spark a woman's curiosity, it cannot be stopped.
It cannot.
It cannot be stopped.
Cannot.
You are going to be in a mode of control that you wouldn't believe. Your phone won't stop ringing. Your Instagram is going to be blowing up all your DMs. It's because they're going to like, who had the nerve to turn me down? Women think they supreme, and I'm not saying they're not.
Please go. Oh, come on, man. Come on. Keep going.
They think they're supreme rejectors. They think they're the ones. They skillful at. They've been doing it the whole time. When they catch somebody who's an alpha male or some type of, that has the level of confidence that you were looking for, they eat that up all day long. And it's like you start looking at them and start saying, you know what? Well, I was looking for somebody, but you know what? You ain't the one. Just give up. You could actually be that direct, and they'd be looking at you like, why would you say that to me? I wasn't trying. Listen, I didn't say nothing wrong with you. I said you ain't the one for me. Well, how can that happen if I ain't prove it yet? Oh, well, you trying to prove it to me? Listen, it's not trying to say you won't be able to, but don't waste your time. Have a nice day. Peace.
Boom. Dude, do you understand?
You know how you're on a trail and you kind of leave seeds so you can get back. You leave little seeds. You know what I'm saying? This person may not have no interest in you in a relationship, but you may have had a business interaction with them. They may have your phone number. They may have your email. They may have your social media. I guarantee you, if they made a pass at you and you rejected them, I guarantee you, they're not going to like that rejection was in place. They're going to use one of those breadcrumbs you left to get back in touch with you on another platform. Because you know what? Females are professional at rejection too, because they dish it out all the time. They know how to serve it. They know how to receive it, and they know how to come back from it. And maybe we need to be watching the women sometimes because they're better at it.
Right. Dude, Ted, you've been here faithfully every time. I just made you a moderator, my dude. You are a moderator here at LDA. I had to put that in there. So
welcome, Chief Icy Black. I like your statement. Understanding the power of selection from our end.
Yes.
It's just like what they're doing. And we're not in a competition or a race. We just got to understand the skill level, okay? They know that men are natural predators. So what we're going to do is look for our prey, which is basically, we're not trying to do it the negative side here. We're trying to look at it from a positive side. We are looking to hunt down the best match we have for ourselves, and we're willing to take on the rejection. They're willing to dish out the rejection. So guess what? We're just flipping the script. We're flipping the script and we're making the decision to go ahead and give ourselves some power.
Two, I'm telling you, when you approach the game like this, do you hear me? It switches the whole dynamic. I'm gonna give you a quick story. So even this week, bad, thick in the right places. Finally added me. We were on the social media, on the app, dating app, whatever the case may be. She said, "So I know you have a lot of women." I said, "Hey, well, you know, what can I say?" Yeah.
She's probably thinking, he's not gonna tell me no. He's not
Right.
gonna, yes.
All right. So, you know, all right, what can I say? Yeah, I do. So what are you looking for in a woman? I don't know. You know, I have a standard, I have certain things that I'm looking for. What the next thing I did? So tell me what it is. I'm looking for this, I'm looking for that, I'm looking for this, but I don't think you can meet them. I don't think you can handle them.
It's like you put them in an interview for a job or something.
Guess what she did? She's, please tell me, what can I do to get qualified? She didn't say all of that. In essence, that's what she was saying. Mm-hmm. What can I do? What can I do? When you learn how to reject the woman that you want in the right way, guess what happens? She's going to be sticking to you to like flies to a fly paper. She can't resist it. She's going to be like the what do you call them, lightning bugs that go to the light. They can't help it. They can't help but to fly towards you, because you realize at the end of the day that they're dealing with a man that has values and have standards, and he don't deal with just any woman. Exactly. When they can sense that, and you rejecting from a real place of like, I don't like, for me, all these guys complaining and about the women are doing this, the women gonna take your credit card, I don't deal with those kind of women. You know why? Because I reject them immediately. When you have a sis, I almost said her name. Kelly used to say, what you walk away from determine what you walk into. Mm-hmm. I was about to say her name. That's my old girl. But what you walk away from determines what you walk into. You got to know how to reject the women around you. Yo, my dude, Motu, what's going on? What's up? Red Pill Chauvinist, my brother. Yes, sir. They got a rejection. Yeah. Let me see what they get. Everybody now. Treat her like royalty. You treat her like royalty. You're a peasant. Treat yourself like royalty. You'll be served. Get it? I get it. Wow. All facts. Let me see what my dude Red Pill said. He said, what did he say? He said,
all facts.
He said, Motu. He said, rejection is a tool. Dude, this dude travels out the country. Do you think he go with every woman that comes at him? He rejects them. He's in the state called New York. He knows what rejection is. You got to know how to use rejection, like he said, as a tool. It's a tool in your arsenal. When you can reject a woman, that tells her, can I say it? Can I really say it? That tells her that you're used to dealing with a lot of women. Because why does it tell you? It tells her that you're dealing with a lot of women, because you're not jumping over barrels and hoops and obstacle course to try to be with her.
And it also proves you're not desperate.
Oh my freaking God.
Who wants to look like they desperate, like by taking any old thing anybody says? And even if they're the flyest girl in the room, you don't want to prove to her that she's the flyest one, because she will jump on a throne and start stepping all over you.
Yeah, she will. Like you said, you what did he say? Because that was real good what he said. I got to go back up to the comment. He said, treat her like royalty, you're a peasant. Treat yourself like royalty, you'll be served. Dude, do you see the depth of the game in that?
That's gold right there.
Dude, man, this I didn't expect this one to turn like this, man. You know, I really didn't. I really didn't expect this game.
We're not trying to be gender specific. We just happen to be a couple of guys talking about our side of it. But what we're trying to tell you is you got to get the upper hand. You got to get the upper hand. I was always told to get control of the relationship or get in control of the interaction, you got to give first. And what you first got to do sometimes is give your point of view. A lot of people really give something away. You give your point of view and tell people where you stand. They can't step all over you, because if you stand for something, then guess what? They won't know. They're gonna know right away that you don't stand for nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
You gotta, people who don't stand for something, they fall for anything. And you got to reverse that right away. You got to prove, and that's that confidence that they're talking about. The confidence that people talk about is not an attitude. It's not being rude. It's literally taking a stand and being confident on who you are and make a valid choice. Like, you're not the one. And even if they are the one, maybe they got to fight a little bit to get to it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, please. What we said, women can't stand desperate men and don't respect them. Look what Red Pill said. He said, treat the 10 like a 6. Boom, 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 boom. Dude, man, I'm Red Pill, man. You got to come up, man. You got to. I mean, that's my Motu brother. Red Pill, you got to come up. I know you in the state called New York. Red Pill, come up, man. You got to say something with that, man. You got to say something with that. Treat her like a what? 6. Turn her to your 10 like a 6, and what? It's gonna change the whole dynamic. You guys don't know how to use the tools that this game is too deep, man. Jono,
I told you about a girl I knew one time, right? Her name started with an M, right? She asked me one time. This is a funny ass story. She came and asked me one time. She was like, we were talking about the same thing, about the scale, 1 to 10, whatever. And I said, she asked me, hey, what do you think I am? Do you think I'm in a scale of 1 to 10, what am I? And I said, you're 9.75. She said, what? Why not a 10? I said, because you had to ask me.
Red Pill, come up, man, because you had to ask. Dude, y'all need to go back and listen to the video I did called Betty and Challenging Her. Got to go back and listen. There's so much steep in game. This is like a tie-in to what I talk about Betty and challenging a woman. You, Red Pill, come up, man. Come up. You got to share that.
Think about it. Men always get called an 8, a 7, a 6 all the time by women, just because they don't want to give up too much right away, and they think it's okay to call a guy 8 or a 7 or a 6. But the second you try to call them something like a 9, they're like, what's wrong with me? They think they're supposed to be 10. You see that? Why don't you start acting like a 10? Start acting like a 10 and start acting like something is not a damn thing wrong with you, and you need to now take that and flip it back on them. Like, oh, well,
this game too.
I got everything. Like, I got all the stuff that you were looking for. Plus, I can think about 10 things you ain't even thinking of.
Wow. Rashawn O'Neal said, when the bullets start spraying, she would jump behind you instinctively. The Bravo is fake. Stick to your game plan. Correct.
Absolutely.
What's this? What's red? Oh, you can't right now. Oh, okay, bro. I understand. Dude, I'm telling you, this game is so serious. We shouldn't even, this is illegal to be sharing what we're sharing.
Nah, this is a lot. This is a lot. I don't know why you picked this subject, because you just giving it away.
I'm giving it away, man. I'm giving it away. This game is serious. Just like Ted just became a moderator inside us, so he can reject and approve anybody's comments. Dude, like Ted would say, it's crucial. It is crucial. This is crucial game. When you learn rejection is a part of the game. First, we were talking about, we were giving you that side of it. But when you know how to use rejection as a tool in your arsenal, and you start rejecting women, and the word gets out, he don't deal with certain women like that. Really? Guess what she's going to do? She's going to run and try to win you over. She can't help it.
Yeah, I mean, I think your audience has definitely gotten it at this point. But I'm gonna tell you, just in layman terms, if you're rejecting them, they're not rejecting you.
I need my gunshots. I can't find my gunshots on my thing. I got it on here. I'm gonna see if I can get it on here. I do got gunshots. Ah, man, I gotta find it. Oh my god. What number is it? I get that next time. I got a gunshot. I go boop 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 boop. The game is not meant for bottom of the barrel women and ratchet. Correct. Please don't. This is filet mignon, top of the line with Dom Perignon. You know where I get that from. This is filet mignon. What? Top of the level. When you do this, it's going to activate some of the woman. She's gonna be like, she's gonna start. Wait a minute. Every guy like me, I'm all. So I'm gonna tell you, right. I'm gonna tell you what I do. Can I share? I gotta take my glasses off for this one. I might take my brim off, wipe my head off for this one. Y'all want this one? You gotta put an 8 in the chat room. We got 12 people watching. If you want what I'm going to share, what I do on Instagram all the time, and it always works. So don't be trying to jack it because I know you guys gonna do it. If you want this, put an 8 in the chat room.
Jack it in another state. Don't jack it in my state.
Yeah, right. You want this? There you go. Y'all want what I'm about to talk about, and I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna give a clue. I'm gonna see if I can put it in my if I can do it. Let's see if I can do it. Oh yeah, I can do it. I'm gonna put it in the chat room. I'm gonna put it in the chat room and watch. Put an 8 in the chat room when I'm about to tell you what I do on Instagram and text. What I do to women that drives them. You're gonna be like, what?
I'm gonna be right back.
Okay, I'm gonna put it in the chat room. So y'all not ready for what I'm about to share. I'm gonna put it in the chat room, and you're gonna be like, what? So here it is. I'm putting it in the chat room. And now when it shows up, I'm going to put it on the screen. Please pay attention to what I'm about to share with you. Do you see that emoji? If you see that emoji, please let me so I see it. Let me get this water, man, because y'all ain't ready for this. Do you see that emoji? If you see that emoji, try to put it in the chat room. If you see that emoji, put it in the chat room. You see it? Good. It's the thinking one. You see it? Y'all see it? Okay. Yeah. Tell you, when you put a thinking emoji under a girl's picture or under response with her. No, I can't tell y'all. y'all want this? Y'all want this serious game? Y'all want this? Y'all getting it. Mark got it. All right. They ask a question. Let me put the emoji. This is the emoji right here. Let me see. This is the emoji right here. Boom. When you put that under a woman's picture or in a text,
oh shoot!
What do you think's going to happen?
You're gonna go crazy. You're gonna go crazy. You're gonna be like, they literally gonna reply to you in a DM.
Red pill. He said what it was. I never been rejected. Okay. I never been rejected. I'm just kidding. I know emojis need to be an episode. Collaborate. Yeah, we do need to collaborate on that, Red pill. Definitely. But y'all see that emoji? When I put that emoji underneath a woman's picture, 2 things gonna happen. Because she's so used to guys, oh, you're so beautiful. Or they always putting the heart signals, or they got the, oh, you good, you look good. You got a nice. When you put this thinking emoji under there, it's going to throw, you're into computers, right, Jono?
I think so.
Yeah. So what's going on? Everybody coming on. Okay. What does he mean? Correct. Armando.
Yeah. And the real snotty ones, they're gonna come after you like, they're gonna come back to you with some other emoji, try to get back at you right away. But it's still in their head. They're still wondering, why did he say that? Y'all gonna end up in a conversation. It may not be the best of conversations right away, but y'all gonna end up in a conversation. And what you do in that conversation will determine who gets rejected. You or her.
Ooh, boom, 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 boom. Please understand what's going on, freelance. It says what he said. What they need to know. What does he mean? Correct. She's going to go in her mind because she's looking for the affirmation or validation from everybody underneath her picture that said, "Oh, you look good, girl. You know you working it." And all the guys thirst trapping out there. And when you just put this and don't put nothing else, she's either going to DM you or what do you mean by that? I would tell you, but you're not ready. Pay attention to what I just said. I would tell you, but you're not ready. I mean, everybody, this chat room busting. What's up? They need to know the cracks in their mirror. Correct?
Oh Jesus, that is powerful.
this is. I didn't know this was gonna turn like this. Be honest with you, but this guy. Okay, with Red Pill, my Motu brother. Use her imagination to your advantage. Hello. What Sean O'Neill said. He said, so what he's saying, hold up. I'm responding to this. Correct. You always want to throw something in her, I don't want to say hard drive. What do you call that? Mainframe, right? Is that right?
Well, I mean, what you want to do, I like the word mainframe. You know why? Because that is basically where everything is stored. You know what I'm saying? So you want to put something in her memory, right? That has a picture that she can't get out of. You know, it's like you took a screenshot on your phone and now they can't erase it off the main screen. Like, what's going on here? What's going on here? That emoji is powerful. I don't know why the hell you decided to go talking about this stuff tonight. I'm telling you, like, you really started something here, and this there's no way that we all gonna grasp it in one session. I'm telling you.
Nah, I said I might have to do it, man. This is too heavy, man.
We got, and then look at everybody, all the intelligent people that's on the stream right now that's watching this. They actually, like, wait a minute. Every contribution is coming because now everybody's starting to remember that rejection was not something that was just any old rejection. I learned something from that. I could put some of those tools to use in the next function. I could flip it back on them. I can put them in a situation where I'm in control.
Yeah, it is like a backhand compliment, but you got to know how strategic to do it. So when she DMs you or you DM her or whatever, and she said, well, what do you mean? I'll DM you. I'm giving you the playbook right now. I'm giving up too much, man. You DM her and you say, oh, nothing. Oh, nothing. Guess what's going to happen? No, tell me what you mean. Guess what's going to happen? You're in now. You can start a conversation where you're in the power seat and not her. You have the ability now to reject her and say, you know what? Maybe tomorrow I'll talk to you about it, but right now I'm sort of busy. I'm giving you power plays right now. Who's giving you this? This is strategic stuff. I'm telling you, I'm not saying you something that I read in a book. This is stuff I do. Mm-hmm. I just used it on a doctor. That's all I'm going to say. Guess what she did? What do you mean? What do you mean by that emoji? I have another one too. I got another one.
Another one?
Mm-hmm. Let's get the chat room. Let's get the chat room to say, should I share the other one?
You need to share. I would. So listen. Everybody knows how powerful this is. You need to share this thing. Get this thing shared so we can hear from some more people. I'm telling you, it's only gonna get better. It's going up. And actually, I'm gonna tell you where I use rejection just yesterday. Just yesterday in a business deal.
Woo!
And I got off the top of my 30% off. 30% off by rejection. It wasn't even trying to. So you tell me your next point, and then we'll go. I'm gonna take it to the business side just for a moment, because I know everybody want to hear about how it works in the game, but I'm gonna show you how to get in the money game too.
I have to go, but rejection are like missing jump shots. Improve your technique and retire. Good, man. Thank you for coming through, Chief Icy Black. I appreciate it, man. You dropped some wisdom. Please go back and share this video with your friends, family, dudes who need to hear the real game. Go back and share this. This is epic. We're giving some stuff. You like, oh, rejection. Like, oh, okay. You thought it was gonna be mammy pansy, dude. This is the real deal. Yo, Ricardo said, let's do it. No. Do you want the once I said this next emoji? I'm not gonna explain it, but I'm gonna let Jono share his story.
Okay.
So we'll play it that way. I'm not gonna.
You're gonna tell them. You're gonna show them that they're not telling them what it is.
I'm not gonna tell them what it is. It's a simple emoji, but we're not gonna go. So this one does it. I just put it in the chat room. Then we're gonna just go into the story. Then we'll come back. It's something when you change the energy, huh? Let's see. We're waiting for it to come up. Take us a delay. Uh-oh. Come on. When I put it in the chat room, it's taking a minute to come up. Ah, here it is. We're going to leave it right there. Those rejections are like being a counter punch in a box, and she doesn't see him coming. Freelance, man, you on a roll tonight, man. Dude, that's it. I just heard, or we say I just heard the sound of the head exploding. Let him take a closer look. Exactly, Freelance. This is it right here. This emoji. Yo, so let's just go. They ain't ready. The Mike Tyson hit it in the gut.
Yo,
dude, do you know
that got like layers? It's like you just gave people like a 20-layer cake right there. Like seriously.
Right. Offer your yes, we throwing haymakers over here. This I'm I use this Tyson right here. Yo, man, I'm telling you, this is it. Gotta go. Peace and blessings, Rep Hill. Thank you for coming through, man. I appreciate it, man. Motu. Yo, man, this is serious right here. Let me put that back there. Damien put it in there. That emoji right there. So let's go into your story. We'll come back to that. We'll leave the little pen right there.
You need all right. So basically, I was talking with someone. I don't know if it was a female or a male, but I'll tell you, it had nothing to do with the game. It had to do with negotiation, and it was a tactic. I'm gonna tell you. I'm just giving you one more part. You know me. I'm about prospering and empowerment. So I'm gonna tell you exactly what just happened yesterday. I was just searching. Sometimes when you get some cash in your hand, you want to multiply it, right? So I'm figuring I get a good deal on one site, I could flip it on another site for a good price, but it's all in how you negotiate, So I looked at a computer, you hit it right on the head. I'm into computers, Lawrence D. Adams. And what happens is I negotiated with a person. I was saying, okay, well, I see a certain type of computer. And I was like, yeah, I want that computer, but the price is too high. And they were like, well, then keep moving. What was that?
Rejection.
I said, okay. Well, I decided to get into the psychological side of things. I started saying, okay, well, that's all right. Listen, you instantly, I wish I could screenshot what I put. I put, you sound like you need the money and you're not interested in knowing why your computer's not worth it.
What?
I'm telling you, it lit them on fire.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? I said, well, listen. I looked at it. It was a particular gaming PC. I said, listen, this graphics card is a year old. This hard drive is too small. This other solid state drive, which is a boot drive, is too small. I gave them every rundown. I gave them line items. And they were like, well, how much you think you could build it for? They were trying to sell it to me for $1,500. I said, well, I could build the same one for $750, half the money. They were like, if you could build that for $750, I'll buy it from you. I said, okay, listen, your opinion's valid. I said I wasn't interested in paying, and you're not interested in selling to me because you just need some money. What you probably should better off do is just go ask somebody for the money instead of trying to gyp them with this computer. They were going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I told him, they said, well, how much would you pay? I said, $650. No, I said $680. They were like, what? You could have seen them in the they were like, you are insane. I said, yeah, well, I gave you the price. And then I broke down all the items. I said, you know what? And you told everybody it was a year old. So it's a used computer. So I'm giving you way more than you should have for $1,500. $680 is the right price. Do you know, by the end of that conversation, I had this person programmed so well. They were telling me that 900 was better. Now, any idiot who was trying to figure out how to sell a computer, they offered me 900 after they were trying to get 1,500. Who was winning?
You were winning.
Because when I went back and said, you know what, I'll give you 1,000. And he was trying to tell me he's going to drop it all personally at that point. I got 30% off, and he felt like I gave him something.
What was the opening sentence? That is the clincher.
He said he was trying to sell something, and I told him, I said, you sound like you're trying to make some money. No, I told him, I said, you're trying. I said, it sounds like you need some money. And you're not trying to be honest and fair about the computer. I gotta look at the screenshot. It just blew him away. And I told him the price. I told him, I said, because he had the specs all listed and everything. I said, you know, I could have been real rude. I could have been real, like, you know, kind of like real nonchalant. I could have made him feel like 2 cents, but I decided to just tell him the truth. I said, here's a rundown of some of the items. I count about $680 worth of items. You're not, you know, whatever. So anyway, I like what David said. Let's just say I wasn't in sales, but I was in customer service.
Right. Let's say that way. Woo. A lot of customer service.
I have talked people off the ledge. Let's just say it like that.
Yeah. Right into anyway. Ding ding. Side comment. What's up, Razor Ramon? You rest? Yes. So do you see the game that was just given right there in sale?
Thank you,
David. Do you see what was shared right there? He looked at and took what would have been a negative and turned it into a positive and flipped it on top of his head and say, you know what? It looks like you need the money. They're going to fight at tooth and nail to prove that they're not looking for money, even at the expense of lowering it so it doesn't look that way, because they are protecting what their ego.
That's why when you did the emoji where you went like this,
yeah,
that was so key, because what it did was it just frustrates you. What happens is it breaks up all your plans.
Right.
Whatever you thought you were trying to do, it's like you're calling somebody out, and they're not expecting that. What they're expecting is compliments and likes and hearts and all kinds of parades and accolades for being the prettiest girl and being the prettiest thing on Instagram. When you go back there, you hit down with that, and like, you know what? He saw right through me. It's like he had like laser etched eyes and saw and beamed right through me.
And it works on the prettiest girls.
Oh my God. Oh my God. It's like whatever foundation they were wearing that day, whatever blush they had on, it's like you penetrate it and it's like it's smeared down their face at that moment.
Right. Like, uh-huh.
Like, what
You
is this?
want the
How
face.
are melting?
Definitely. I did it on someone that, I've been talking to. I was, rapping to wherever the case. And I put that one in. I didn't I got another one too. I got 3 of them. But so I put that one in there. She's like, what? Oh, nothing. It's when you say, oh, nothing, you have to, at Red Pill said, you have to leave something for the imagination, for her imagination to play with. So you don't respond immediately. Pay attention to the game. Pay attention to what we're just saying with that negotiating skill. It was so powerful. This is too much, man. We had an hour. Man, we shouldn't be. Let me drink this water. I didn't turn the water now.
Did I tell them one of my other occupations?
What is Sure.
Like I definitely have a history of customer service for one type of organization, but I'm also a DJ in another type of nighttime organization. And trust me, I'm watching transactions of offers and rejection all night long. Trust me.
I'm
becoming pro with this.
So, Mr. General, what kind of organization is that?
I don't know. Since people call me Inspector Gadget, it definitely starts with the word go-go.
Woo! I hope y'all caught on, because if we're not, we flying way at another altitude tonight.
People are like, what?
I wish you can put gifts in the chat room, because I would definitely put a GIF in there right now.
For all of y'all that were looking for some balloons and you caught that one, you know what? You're winning.
Right. He's a DJ at a certain kind of club. Definitely. So many y'all. This game was.
And trust me, I done figured out the game so well that I could walk in a spot like that and I would have the girls buying me drinks. And that never happens.
Why? Because rejection is a part of the game. See, we talked about at the beginning about you receiving rejection, but no one's talking about using rejection as a tool in your arsenal to what? To further your cause.
I used to be the guy that used to be looking for the girl, trying to see who I was gonna, you get flooded, inundated with pretty women in a place like that. And I used to be the guy looking for how I was gonna make my approach, how many dollars I had to have stacked up, how many, bottles I was getting ready to buy. I had the money to do all that. It was stupidity. When I stopped buying the drinks and when I stopped buying the bottles and when I stopped giving out the dollars, I got all the numbers.
Say, please, man, please, elaborate, because this game is. I don't know what happened today, man. I don't know.
This is your fault. This is your fault to get this information out right now. We're going to another level. We're messing with people's money right now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We're not just talking about girls rejecting you. We're talking about girls who make money with this type of lifestyle. And they're giving me the money. How about taking other guys' money and giving it to me? Guys that have been rejected. Oh man. See, we in the wrong channel.
We're in the wrong channel. I need to go to LDA after dark. But
I'm gonna save one of these stories for the other channel because I'm not going that far tonight. But I'm gonna tell you right now. I learned from many years ago being the customer. I learned all I had to do was turn that into a talent. I know I could play music. I know about music selection. I know in that particular field that you got to be a certain way of the timing of that music. And I turned that into them needing me for something instead of me wanting to get something from them.
Mm-hmm.
And
This
I'm
game.
gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna leave it at that. If y'all want to hear more about that,
They
you got
say,
to
we holding out. It's Tuesday. That's why y'all. It's Tuesday. That's why y'all we holding out. Dude, I'm telling you, man, this game is thick tonight, man. I ain't never. This is thick.
I'm telling you. You're talking to a person that's been through it.
Right. Game was heavy. This is heavy, man. I'm telling you, man.
I'm talking about a girl full of cars at the end of the night, going to diners after the club when you're supposed to spend all your money, them taking the money they made, spending it on you, taking you to all the after hour spots, making sure they tell you, oh, that's the guy, he gotta play your music. Oh, that's the guy. I'm telling you, it done flipped the whole script. No guy's supposed to be that lucky.
Why? Because you use rejection as part of the game.
Listen, rejection is part of a DJ's damn business card. They first come to you. You want to, Larry? I'm about to tell them something. I'm about to tell them something bad. I'm talking about.
You tell them, hey man, we gotta put that. So let me hold on before you say it. When this streams ends, go back and listen to it. Put an 8 in the comments. Put it only we would know what 8 means. Put an 8 in the comment and go back and listen to vetting and challenging a woman. Go back and listen to that. I'm gonna try these videos together. Put an 8 in the comment if you want to hear what John was about to say. And number 8. I'm putting the 8 because I got to hear this. Hold up, we got to. Don't say it yet.
I'm not gonna say it yet, but I'm gonna build it up a little more. We all know that in a go-go, that's probably one of the most confident, body armor, built up confidence women in the world. Okay. And we all know that some of the most incompetent and no confidence having men show up. They just prey on taking everybody's full paycheck. They hope to get all your money. And then when you run out of it, they hope to take you to the ATM and get the rest. Okay? That's their goal. They don't give two jacks about you or anything else that you got to deal with. All your talk, all your BS, everything is all left up to how much money you have, how fast can you spend it on it, right? Now, I'm gonna tell you something. I don't know. I'm gonna get Lawrence's permission.
Hold on. Look who's here. Queen has showed up. She showed up. What's going on? There you go. Almost missed everyone. What's going on, Alina? Woo!
I'm gonna tell you where rejection is king. Okay.
Woo. I'm trying to. I keep flashing it off and on. I don't know. It's like a neon light.
You got the red light district going on right now.
Yeah, it's like
the blue light district. I'm telling
y'all want to hear this, man?
Listen,
look.
I'm gonna tell you right now, and you all been through it. If you a DJ, you know exactly what I'm talking about because you heard this. And if you are anybody who's attended a party that a DJ was there, who think the DJ is like an iPod or a jukebox, you know, you've done this to a DJ. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now, the biggest rejection that happens at the strip club is when you request a song. You request a song. If that guy's any way worth his salt, he gonna tell you, F out of here. Because if it was a popular song, he gonna play it. But if it's a song that he wasn't planning on playing it, he ain't gonna tell you he gonna play it. It just may play maybe an hour later. Okay? But let me tell you how you use this to your advantage. Because if you really want to snag a girl that's at a club like that, every time, I'm talking about every girl is vain. They got that special song they want to get on stage and dance for. Guess who got to play it? The DJ.
Hey, my DJ. That's my DJ.
And if she got to get on the song, get on the stage and hear that song, she got to talk to you. And that's the first moment, the immediate moment, because they think, wait, if I work here, I got to have some kind of connection with that DJ so I can get the song I want to get dancing to. to that song, guess what? They're going to come to you, and whether they like it or not, I'm telling you, the same way we talked earlier, shut them down. You know how emasculating that is? Because number one, this is their livelihood. This is their money. And they come to you and they say, I need you to play this song. I'm like, well, the first thing I tell them is, because they obviously wasn't listening, I tell them, I played it already. Bye.
Rejection.
That's rejection without really insulting them, because if they really smart, they would realize, oh, wait, maybe I wasn't paying attention. So you know the DJ ain't going to play the song again. He already played it. If he has to play it again, then he's breaking his own rules, and you're making him do that. You see the connection right away? It frustrates them. Trust me, that one statement gets me a conversation at the end of the night. It might get me a run to the diner. It might get me a number. It might get me a lot of other stuff too. Because now they know I gotta get to this guy. I never heard rejection like that before.
Right.
And they want to get in my head and figure out what the hell's going on. How is this guy so powerful? He must be, something. They're gonna start thinking all the stuff you must be, including being gay and all kinds of other stuff. Guess what? You know that curiosity is going to make that cat go through all kinds of turns, all kinds of. It's like you just gave him like a play toy or something like that. Like, what is he talking about? I can't. I'm pretty. Blah blah blah. Exactly. I also know. Trust me. I got some other stuff too. That's what I said. Like we in the wrong channel.
We're in the wrong channel, man. You should be Lawrence LDA After Dark. Really get that popping and going. Yo, I appreciate the moderators, whoever that was trolling. Yo, this ain't the place, man. This grown man stuff right over here. This is where we talk real talk. If you want to get on that, I didn't see the comment, wherever the comment was. This ain't the place. If you don't like what's being said, boot yourself out of here, because I'm gonna reject you and block you. Thank you, moderators, for being on topic. Ted and Annalena, I didn't see the comment, but this ain't the place for that. You want to go troll? Go get your own channel. Go start your own channel. Say what you need to say. We don't got time for little punk. Oh, I was about to cuss. Punk suckers up in here. I'm giving you straight game. He's giving you straight game. That's from a book I read. I'm well read. This is real life. So I got to say, if you want to come with that stuff, this ain't the place. Sit back and listen or be rejected out of here. We don't have time for that.
Thank you, Damien, for for your comment. She's got to dance to his tune. That's exactly right. It's more than that too. It's actually more than that. That is the literally first layer. Because the reason why that girl is trying to get her initial interaction started with that one request, because they want to feel you out. And if a girl's smart, you know what she'll do is bring you a shot. If she don't bring you a shot, of course I played the song already.
You're making her what?
The control mechanism has to go right away, because you know what? You want something from me right away.
Mm-hmm.
You want something from me right away. You got to give. You want to control the relationship? You got to give. Any girl that's brought me a drink right away, guess what? I've always said, hey, is there something something you want to play? They don't have to ask me. I say, hey, listen, what you listen to? Oh, I like this. Well, let me see if I can fit that in. I don't play it right away. I'm not a sucker. I don't play it right away. I make sure at some point when she's not thinking about it, I actually think she's not going to hear it. I play a whole bunch of different music, and then I play what she wants when she least expects it. I might even get 2-3 shots out of it. I'm not trying to get the shots. What I'm trying to do is build the expectation. So at some point, she knows she's got to go back to the champagne room. In the champagne room, they want to make sure that the length of those songs is a little different. So when they get to those lengths of those songs, they know whoever's playing the music actually controls the length of the song. And that will determine how much money they make that night. Now, if we want to go into that, we probably got to go to another channel.
Dude, man.
It's all science.
It's a science to it, believe me. This what we're talking here, man. This is real life, and this has been, compared to the weekend, man. This has been an amazing show. Seriously, this one is pulled from the gut up, man. This
Yeah,
game is so thick on here.
get right back on that horse, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been, yeah. Anyway. Yeah. So if you missed it tonight, I don't know how much more we can share. If you missed it tonight, go back and I had to take my glasses off and my big frames off. If you missed it tonight, you missed. He said, we say, no, I can't play R. Kelly. We're playing Levert right now. Right.
Yo, David, you the
man. Yeah, I already know. Hey, I want to shout. You missed it tonight. This game was so thorough. Yo, you ain't heard this nowhere else. I know. I listen to every.
You're not gonna hear this nowhere else.
You ain't gonna hear this nowhere. You ain't gonna hear it. The combination is like, you know, a combination like you certain. When I was in school, I had to learn how to combination for my locker. This right here, it's a combination lie. If you go back and listen to what we shared and what was said, even the energy is completely different. If you listen to what was said, it's completely different. I'm telling you, this right here is. Go back and listen to this one. Once this ends, just go put an 8 in the comments. When you put an 8 in the comments, it does something crazy with algorithm with YouTube. Put it 8, but you need to go back and share with somebody else for next Tuesday. We're going to be sharing some more things, and you need to get the word out about this show. Rejection is a part of the game, man. I don't know what flipped it. Something flipped it when I said, something must have flipped when I said, let me share how to use rejection as a tool. I think that flipped
absolutely, because everybody thought it was gonna be some negative. Oh, all this like survival stuff. Oh, he rejected me. Let me show you how to pick yourself up. Take your lip up. Go from there, go up again. No. We're trying to tell you how to flip it. We're trying to make sure you know how to use it to your advantage. And I'm gonna say this one more time. Everybody has to understand that we all have the power for rejection. If you are getting the rejection, then you're not giving it. And guess what? You need to flip that around so that when you're the one doing the rejecting, you are not getting rejected.
So please, that's good right there, man. Would say that again?
When you are doing the rejecting, you're not getting rejected.
That's powerful right there. That's the other channel that's put it into the chat room. When you are doing the rejection, you are not getting rejected. Let me put my big glasses back on. my Hollywood, New York, Madison Avenue, Fifth Avenue glasses on. You got to learn how to do this. You can't use this tool if you don't know who you are. If you don't know that you are of a value and that you are select, or whatever the case may be, when you start rejecting the women that you want, guess what's going to do? It's going to change the whole dynamics of who's around you. Like our mutual friend would say, it determines what you walk away from, determines what you walk into. Oh, wow. What do you say, Damon? Damon on it tonight. That's the esoteric side of the game. I'm subscribed. Yeah, it's esoteric. Dude, you Damon is already, he plugged in. He plugged in.
He's gonna be shocked when he watched that first video.
You watch the other channel. It's completely wrong.
You watched that last video we did.
Woo-wee. So we are past our hour because I know everybody. If you have any question on what we talked about, don't be asking me about how to change diapers and what shoe size. If you have any questions, it's the perfect time. If you have any questions, yeah, that's LDA after dark. You have any questions on what we talked about? This is the perfect time to ask questions. I'm giving you up the door. At the doors of the questions are open. They ain't ready. Yeah, they ain't ready, Damon. You have any questions on what we're talking about? This is the perfect time to ask questions. We didn't gave you some thorough game just by that one emoji, boy. What? Gave you some thorough game. Do you hear me? They're not ready for that on the other side. Please understand, rejection is part of the game. Dude, is it part of the game, Jono? It is part of the game.
It is the game.
Yeah. Dude, it's so serious.
When I started winning as soon as I started getting rid of everybody that didn't deserve my presence. Like
you said, they're not ready. Need to rewatch this. Yes, they need to rewatch.
Imagine me being the guy going to the club. I'm talking about nobody starts off. Every DJ, they have their work or whatever like that. I started off as a customer, a patron, and I was getting walked over. And I had stacks of money in my pocket. I was getting walked over. You actually met somebody that I was friends with. How you catch somebody like that when you were a patron?
Rejection is the thing. Reject.
That first one, that was one of the first ones.
Hey, I know. I need to talk about. Rejection is part of the game.
She was Nigerian, and I'm talking about, she had a hustle that was legendary.
You can't unhustle rejection.
I'm telling, like, you cannot. Y'all heard the stigmatism behind Nigerians. Imagine a Nigerian. We're gonna call her a dancer. Okay, do you understand how strong the hustle game has to be? You're dealing with forces unknown, and that was bagged in one night. Crazy.
So, anybody have questions? This is a good time to ask a question on what we're talking on the topic we're talking about. Please, I don't want to say please, but ask a question. You have any questions? Any questions on what we're talking about? David, man, you have any? You said you have a question about the confidence part. If you have any questions, I forget it's a time delay. Damon, I thank you for your donation. Anybody who's to make a donation to that's Cash App $ Lawrence D. Adams, and on PayPal. And if you have not, you need to get the books, The Power of Believing in Yourself. And you need to get, because these are all sponsored by the Power by that. So The Power of Believing in Yourself and The Secret Invisible Crown. I need to come up with some more audiobooks too. I got another project that's in the work that's behind the scenes is going to be a free gift to you guys. So that's definitely coming out. So you have any questions? It's a good time to ask a question. The confident part, you probably need to get the book, the audio book, The Power of Believing in Yourself. Very, very, very. Let me see if I can grab it right quick. PayPal. Let me see. The Power of Believing in Yourself and The Secret Invisible Crown is like, dude, that right there. I'm going to. I forgot you can see me typing while I'm on here because I can't see you guys. Let me log in right quick and throw this link in here. Oh man, it's telling me I gotta log in. I pray I can log in. They're gonna ask me, am I a robot? I am not a robot. So what you think about this one, John? This one goes in the books?
Easily one for the books.
All right, let me go to this products. Yeah, yeah. So let's see. The Secret Invisible Crown. Let's go there. You guys need to get. Did you like what you heard here? You definitely need to get that. Let me get this link right quick. Share. That's what we want. We need the link. Copy URL. I love it, man. Man, this right here. Classic. Okay, there's a right there. Okay, there's a question. Lauren's question is in the chat room from Damon. Damon, what's your question, man? Are you have a question? I didn't see it. Let me go back and look up. I understand the confidence part. Damon, say, let me see, we can make sure I understand. Are you sure you understand the confidence part? To a degree. Judgment free zone. Okay. I'm not sure what the question is. Damon, what's your question, man? I need to hook up that other free conferencing. That's what I need to hook up next. I can run it straight through here, kind of.
You can. Yeah.
I think that'd be the next thing to do. What's the question you got? Well, I'm waiting on you. Let me do. You know I'm about to play, right? Let's see if we can get to it. What's? Oh, yeah, I had to take it. Here we go, Damon. We are waiting on you. Okay, let's get the commercials out the way. Damon, we're waiting on your question right quick. 1 sec. Your question is okay, Damon, what is your question in the chat room? We give you the 5 second because the clock is ticking down. You know what's going to happen when I start playing the music. It's like the shades are closed, and we're going to end this episode because it was so, man, this game was, man, heavy, man, heavy. Man, we shared, man, what? Dude, especially with that negotiating, what you did with that computer. Oh, my God. They weren't ready. Okay. Send me the book links or any links you want me to share when you get a chance. Okay, thanks. I want to give a shout out to the best moderators on this side of the human spirit, Annalena, and to Ted. And Ted, I want to appreciate. Okay, here we go. I sent it in. Where'd you send it to? I didn't see the question, man. I really want to answer your question. And you need to find, you can also ask me on Instagram as Lawrence D. Adams on and Instagram. You can send a question there also. I didn't see the question on what we were talking about because I really want to make sure I answer your question because we are here to serve you. But the clock is ticking. Man, this has been epic. Okay. She said, okay, I'll send it to you. Okay. I just want to see the question. So, what's your plans for this week, John? You got anything planned upcoming?
Well, we're still in the middle of a pandemic, so my plans consistent of, chilling, watching movies, building technology. The normal choices that we have right now. Good thing I have many forms of income, so I'm not worried about not being able to play for very many few months. But at the end of the day, we get through it.
Okay, I see. I'm gonna get Damon's question. I see it. But how do you get back? Damon's question is, but how do you back it up when you reject them? They're going to crap chat you. Good question. Good. Damon just sent it to me on Instagram too. Let me check it there. Was I seen it bing on my computer, and I'm gonna get Ted's question too. We're gonna get Ted's question. So, okay, this is Ted. How do you back it up when you reject them? They're going to crap test you. Got it. I got it. So how do you back it up when you reject them? They're going to crap test you. Good question. So when you reject them and they come with a test, You have to realize you're in the driver's seat when you reject them. So you throw that emoji out and you say, boom. She's going to always test you because it's the nature of a woman to test to see are you who you say you are. So what you do is you give this sentence or wherever the case may be. So what you have to do is you have to say you're not ready for this. You have to now test her. See, the emoji was a test initially, but then you're going to reject her also. So you got to ask. So how do you back it up when she rejects you? What you do is you throw another test at her. You say, "Oh, I don't think you can handle it. I don't think you're ready for what I'm going to do." Well, what do you mean I can't handle it? You give it back to her. If you back down by rejecting her and you give in, the interaction or the energy between you is lost, and that's real talk. That's real talk. When you do that, and you say you back down from the rejection and she crap tests you, you're going to start from square. You might as well just chalk it up and say, no, learning lesson. You got to stay on your piece and crew because she's going to do that. She needs to see if you're authentic. What do you have to say about that? Because
I mean, I think that you have to literally roll with the flow when it comes to that. And this is not general. I'm going to tell you exactly why. What happens is you opened up a book. When you have, put something out there that changes somebody's speed, trip them up, they hit a speed bump and what they're thinking, you opened up a book. Now that book is open. You now have been given permission to write in that book. And what happens is they're looking for information from you. So it doesn't matter what you say. But what you got to say is something that throws them even further off their game. You have to put them in a position of curiosity and wondering, what is this person doing? They know they already have your attention. They know because, they probably have, millions of followers or even thousands of followers. And then they took the time to look at your emoji and DM you. You know that you got their attention. So the next thing you need to do is keep up the wall that you built, because at that point you know that they're paying attention. Keep the wall up. Mm-hmm. You put up a defense of rejection. Now put up the wall and make sure they understand that you holding your ground. Those first two emojis are a very good sign because it's like you're being cryptic. But if you start DMing them, you get to that point where you're doing private messages back and forth with them. Now you could just put your honest opinion out there because they know it's going to be different than any other thing anybody ever said. And it doesn't matter if it doesn't have even the strength or the quality of some other message they probably ever heard. But because you turned their direction, it's enough for them to want to re-impress you and make them feel like they can now win you over. And that should be the job. They're never going to start. They're never going to want the answer to that question. They're never going to want the answer to what they was originally asking. All they want at this point is to impress you. And you should keep up the stance that you can't be impressed.
Yeah.
How can you control your emotions when you feel like a person's bad emotions of rejection get to you?
Listen. Hold on. Let me finish that one, the other one. Mm-hmm. Even when she crap tests you, so what you do is let me tell you this one move. So when she throws that crap test at you, what you do is say, "Oh, really? That's how." What you do is you throw that back in her face. So really, so that's what you do. You throw the crap test. I thought you were better than that. So you throw a backhand compliment at her. It's like so what you do is you throw the crap test that she gives you back at her. So it really throws her like, wait a minute. Wait, what? How is he going to throw a crap test back at me? You throw it back. It's like, oh, that's all you got. I thought you were going to come with something better. What's going to happen is,
the secret is we all want a challenge. We don't want somebody to just hand it to us. Okay. Even though we're looking for filet mignon, nobody wants to take it and put on a plate and say, here, take the filet mignon. No, we want to work for it. We want to know we spent them. We went and worked our hard hours for it. We want to know we went and found the best restaurant. We want to have a nice date for that restaurant, and then we want the way to bring it out to us. And we know it's going to cost a little bit of little money outside of our regular budget. We want to work for it. Everybody wants to work for it. That's the secret. Everybody wants to work for it.
That's why you need to go back and listen to that video. You need to go back and
worry about this. Actually answers the other question about the bad emotions. Nobody's actually going to give you bad emotions if they're really curious. And if they just have rebuttal after rebuttal about misinformation and bad emotions, guess what? You just block them. You know why? Because they're not worth your time. They're literally looking in the mirror saying all that bad stuff. They're not actually talking to you. They're actually just low confidence, trying to make up for it with excuses. And you don't want a low confidence, excuse bearing person coming at you, because all they're going to do is troll you. Get rid of that person right away. You don't have to respond. You don't have to respond. Even if they're your crush, you don't have to respond. Because guess what? There's 7 billion people in this world. Guess what? 3.5 billion is meant for you.
So how can you control your emotions when you feel like the person's a bad emotion of rejection get you? Okay, I got you. So you pretty much answer that. I'm not going to go any further. So what did Damon say? I appreciate y'all heavy game. This heavy tonight.
Peace, Damon.
This was heavy, man. I mean, read what he said. Their reaction reveals their true character. Correct.
Absolutely.
Right. Let me see what she said. Discombobulated when the tables get turned. Think so. You really want that person. Thinking so, you really want that person. This right here, man. We shared this almost 2 hours. You see that?
This always happens to us.
Yeah, man. This right here. If you didn't learn something today, I don't know what you need to go back to the elementary school. We made it so simple. You thought we started off with the but when we switched it and talked about the game for real, man, this is heavy. You need to go back and listen to this and go back and listen to the video that's right before this called Vetting and Challenging Her. When you vet, it's a difference between vetting and it's a difference between challenging. You vet someone who's going for a position. You challenge someone to get to the next level. So there's a difference. So a lot of you guys are not vetting women, and that's why you're having problems. And then when you get her, you're not giving her any challenges because, oh, I got her now. It's easy. You need to listen to that video. It's heavy game on that. Mm-hmm. It's easy to get the woman. Well, it ain't easy for some people. You need to know what you want in your life. So I'm not going to say anymore, but this right here, this tonight was epic. And it's crazy because the behind the scenes, I can't tell you the behind the scenes.
So much.
Yeah, the behind the scenes to this is even heavier. So it lets me know that this was whoever listened to this one was meant for you because you don't know the weight behind this one.
We paid some heavy dues to get these stories out.
Yes. So any more questions before we end? To my moderators, thank you. You're the best. You're the best. You guys keep me informed. You keep all the trolls out because they're hating it. You know, you're not doing nothing. Ain't nobody hating. So apparently so. And I want to thank to all my secret watchers and listeners. I love you even more because I know you out there. Anything else you got, Jono, man? This was epic, man.
I think we shared till we could share no more.
We share too much. They need to come back. They need to come next week at Tuesday.
Bring somebody next week.
Bring somebody. You need to tell somebody because what we're gonna share next week, man. This was. I think what happened is they wasn't expecting to get what they got today.
You know what? Our energy is drawn off of your participation. So make sure you bring somebody because the more we bring, the more we're going to pull out. The more we're going to pull the diamonds out of the rough.
Yeah, she said, "Oh yeah, I wish I was here earlier." Because you have done what we talked about earlier, Annalena. Because you are a woman.
Oh yeah,
you've done it. It's like, oh, no problem. Ding, 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 ding. You already know the code. So yeah, man, this was good. We got 9 people watching, man. I appreciate all of y'all. This is Lawrence D. Adams. That is Jono. We are here, LDA. We are here, man. We're here to serve you. Any more questions? I forget it's a time delay, so I think it's a couple minutes, and we're going to end this, man. I wasn't expecting to do.
Didn't feel like it either.
No, it didn't. It didn't feel like it was like, man. Any questions do you have tonight before we go? You know I got to do it. Got to do it. Do it good. Do it. See what happens. Is anything playing?
You don't really hear it.
Huh?
You don't really hear it.
Can't hear it? It ain't shooting through. I got to figure out how to run it through. Boom. Yo. You said, which you just, and Lena said, oh, my jam, right? right. Which you said, you two have great energy. Yes, you two have great energy. Man, we've been knowing each other. Is it 10? I don't know how many years has it been?
It's been almost 15 years, bro.
Really?
Yep.
Wow, I guess yeah. Jeez, Louis, I never thought about it. I never just, thank you, Sean O'Neill. Thank you. You're more than welcome. Yo, I appreciate it. All the subscribers, hit the like button, hit the bell when you hear another video come up. We're here to serve you. We're here to get you to the next level. You're not going to hear this anywhere else. I know, because I listen to other people religiously. They're not my competition. I listen to my fellow YouTube creators. And I know nobody talking about rejection as part of the game. Nah, man, we ain't gonna touch that. And then you listen, you got almost 80 years of experience right here. Talking right here. So, huh?
Yep, I agree.
I'm trying to get to an even number. That's the reason why I'm sort of stalling. We're at 747. Please click the like button and also hit the like notification bell when the latest content. You won't miss a thing. You guys are the best. I think I have the best subscribers. I have the best people. You know what? I do have the best moderators. I have the best people to come in with the comments, with the questions. They take this. The people who join this are the best. These are top-notch people.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? It's sometimes people just come in there just to listen and look at you. I believe, and I'm speaking to everybody that's listening to this, I have the best people who subscribe to this channel, who participate. They are the best. They get it. They understand it. They participate. They donate. They want to see it further. I have the best. I know. I just know that. I'm convinced of that.
Absolutely. And everybody that's here has a potential to become a moderator. You just gotta, like I said, let's become the people that grow the channel. You know what I'm saying? Grow the channel, get the word out, tell other people about it. You know what the benefit you got of it. If you know that you got at least even one statement that changed your situation, guess what? Put the word out there so somebody else can hear it, because you know it was benefiting them. We're talking real here. We're not just talking some, facts out of a book. We're talking real situations. We're talking real evidence and real situations that you can actually relate to.
Yeah, this is real. That's what I'm saying, man. We got 10 people watching right now, man. This is, you know what? I'm so excited because I know these are the best people. These are people who want it, who 1 o'clock in the morning Eastern Standard Time who really want what we're talking about, man. You got to go back and listen to the playback. You guys are the best. When you go back and listen to the playback, put in a comment, put an 8. Only you and I know what an 8 be. And ain't no, just funny because when people put it, they're like, what are they talking about? They're putting these numbers in. When you put the number 8 in the comments, it's like a secret bond or secret code that only we know.
Point of contact.
Yeah, it's a point of contact. And it's like, I remember the Christmas story, and Ralphie said all these little things to figure out the secret code, this little decoder ring or something to figure out the secret code. So this is our little secret thing between you and I. When you put the number in the comments, level it up. Everyone is here. It's not just Chase, not just it. And we're not bashing women. We're not bashing women. Now, just don't get me wrong. Please don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. I'm about to say it. I'm going to drink my water on this one. Okay. There are some women that need some help, and there's some men that need to level up too. So it's not just one-sided.
You're right.
I heard a conversation earlier this morning. It was like, woo, you guys need to go. I'm going to tell you who it was because I'm transparent. Like, go listen to Kevin Samuels. He's dropping some jewels on some. He's dropping some jewels. Go listen to Kevin Samuels. He's dropping some things about some of the attitudes and perspective that some women have that it just ain't right. But he also call out the men too. So go listen to Kevin Samuels. Anything else we got, man? I think we shared too much, man. I got my red shirt on. I guess I'm excited. Bing, 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 bing. Red shirt,
bro. I think we did it.
What is that? Or chase him? What she say? Or life-changing advice? Yes, it's life-changing advice. We are counting down. We got 8 minutes. 8 minutes, and we are definitely 10 people are like, actually, man, this is amazing. Rejection is part of the game. You got to go back and listen to the first because it was so heavy. When that turn happened, that was it. I don't know where that came from, to be honest with you. It just came. I know where it came from. That's something I did today. I'm going to go a little esoteric. I went into my closet and began to talk to my future self. So, all right, we are out. Let me drop Annalina's music, pull it back, and it sound. I think I know where to go. Boop, 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 boop. Run it through this. 1 second. 1 second. Run. Okay, sound. You know what? I got to do, John. I need another computer.
Well, the universe is gonna have to pull that out of a hat for you.
Yeah, I need another MacBook. I'm realizing that now. I'm seeing something I need to do. I need another MacBook. Now, because this is spinning right now, I can't do what I need to do. So yeah, I need another MacBook. I think it's time for so I need to have 2 of them up here. Yeah, I think it's about that time. So we're 8 minutes in. So I'm trying to get this music to come up, and I got the swirl going on now. And it's swirling, you know what I mean? And I can't do anything about it. I don't know why. I think it's because I need another MacBook. I need one for production, and I need one for streaming. So this is Lawrence D. Adams. We are out. Peace.